On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
When she was the only one that's providing around here. How dare I? So I don't really think that people are raising their kids. I think they're just watching them until they get old enough to watch themselves, and then they can kind of take care of themselves. And that's why stuff like this happens, But I don't know. We need more. There should be just like we're God-fearing people. There should be a healthy level of fear with your kids and respect, but I just don't think that we have that anymore. Them kids don't give a fuck about what we have to say. So.
All right. Hey, Q, you want to add anything, or you good?
No, I spoke about it earlier. I think it's trivial that parents need to be more aware of what their kids are doing regarding electronics and all that. It's so much we can blame the kids, but parents need to be parents and stop being kids with their kids. So, but then again, I don't have kids, so.
Because we need more examples like that. I'm being 100. We need more of that. We need more chaos because it's already coming. There's so much shit going on right now in the world that nobody want to talk about. The chaos is coming. So guess what? If some motherfuckers get high off Benadryl and swallow a couple of Tide Pods, and then fuck up their brain cells, then it's good. That's better for me. You know what I'm saying? It's better for me. Now my kids get a better opportunity because I don't care, because the parents don't care. Why should I care? Why should I get on this panel and say it's a big picture when the parents don't give a fuck?
You should care.
I don't. And then now for the pro-black people would say it's a bigger picture because why they got to use chicken with NyQuil? Why couldn't it have been sushi?
It's too early, but that's okay. My gym workout was phenomenal. Before I went home, I decided to stop over at my mother's house. I haven't seen my mother in 2 months. I know she's going to be very surprised to see me. I can't wait. What the? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The first thing I noticed was this person's skin. What is going on? Uncomplicated, untreated skin? Who is this guy? I had to take a step back, but then I realized it was my brother. But look at his skin. Have you guys ever seen anything like that? I had to take a closer look and figure out what was going on. Best believe I crept up on him. Peep this. I'm still looking at his skin, trying to figure out how did we get here. I could do nothing but shake my head. He could definitely use my help. I had to get to the bottom of this. He definitely needed some game about his skin. I'm just staring at it, like looking at it. Come on, bro. I knew what to do. I had to reach in my bag and get that Tiege Hanley. Uncomplicated skincare for men. Bro, this is why I'm excited to have Tiege Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. They have helped me start and maintain my skincare routine by making the entire process uncomplicated. Honestly, it's the best skincare system for guys like you and me. I recommend you start with their level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and the grime on your skin, a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of the dead skin cells, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun, and a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. My brother was so excited. My favorite part about Tiege Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. They really make the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin easy. Shout out to Tiege Hanley. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click the first link in the description, and not only will you get Tiege Hanley for the best possible price, but they'll also give you a free gift with your first box. Click that link and get started today for just $30. Feel the Tiege. Let the Tiege force be with you.
Why could it have been fish? So now black people gonna say it's a pro-black agenda, you know what I'm saying? Or it's the white man that's because they put NyQuil in our chicken. But I don't give a fuck though, either which way. Black people need to be accountable for what they do, what they say, and then also they need to be responsible how they raise their kids. Other than that, fuck it.
The majority of the people that are doing the stuff like the NyQuil challenge aren't even kids. That's what people don't understand. The majority of the people that are on these
They're
platforms, they adults. And so we like to push it back onto the kids when in reality, kids are just a reflection of their parents. And so again, when you giving me the choice of whether or not I want to be controlled as far as censorship versus whether or not I want to raise my own daughter, I think that that's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope, and we got to be careful about what it is that we ask for, because on the other side of that conversation, you may not like what it looked like. Because I remember, I think it was Hong Kong where they were protesting, where China was implementing it and going in and taking over what was happening over in Hong Kong, and they was resisting. They said, we don't want to be like y'all. We ain't interested in being like y'all. Y'all don't have any kind of say so of what happens over here. And China came over there and they crushed them anyway, and everything went away and nobody said anything. But it was a problem because now Chinese censorship is happening over in Hong Kong, where they were perfectly fine and happy with how it was that it was operating over there anyway. Right. But again, it's the adults that are the problem. It's not the kids. It's the older generation. The people look, all you got to do is look it up and see what the age demographic of the people that spend the majority of the time on these applications. It's not children. It is adults.
I want to get some of the ladies in there. What's going on, Kay? Kayla? Q?
So I think that that particular thing is trivial, but like when Trigger Mike was talking, I was kind of agreeing, like it's bigger picture in terms of just like the internet and the things that are being pervasive in our society, and the different things that people are being exposed to at younger ages because of all this access. Like, I think that's a bigger picture issue, but like specifically NyQuil chicken, I'm not sure about that. I'm sure it's a big issue to anyone whose children, or I guess as Anton says, the adults that are doing those things. But like, to me, that's trivial. But the access and the exposure to just a lot of different things is a bigger picture issue to me.
Kayla? Cece?
Oh, I was going to chime in and say that I agreed with what Kayla said when it comes to how you raise your children and the foundation you give your children. So yes, majority of the time they're going to be at school. Majority of the time they're going to have access to other platforms. But if you instill in them a good foundation, I mean, a lot of things happened when I was a kid. Doesn't mean that I was jumping off bridges because my friends were jumping off bridges. Now we're talking about extremes here. As long as you have a good foundation and that parenting is there, which I think we all agreed on this panel, as long as there's good parenting, you're not going to have your kids taking chicken. I just don't see a Black child taking chicken and wasting it out the freezer, because I could just see your mom being like, where's the chicken that was in the freezer? I just don't see them doing that, because then you're going to have to explain where the chicken is. But it's kind of crazy to me in the sense that this is trivial, in the sense that, yes, it's going to be a fad. It's going to disappear. Once it's not trending anymore, people aren't going to do it anymore, just like the Tide Pod Challenge. But I also do agree that the internet is a large platform that could be used to mold a community. Things are put out there and people follow them and they don't think for themselves. And that's how you got a bunch of puppets walking around.
I just got a little fact check. Anton was right, but then he also was wrong. Overall, the biggest TikTok audience is the demographics from 18 to 24. That's worldwide. But in the United States, 10 through 19 years old at 25% is the biggest demographic. So our kids are actually consuming it more than anybody else in America.
What's the second biggest, Logic? Just if you have it right there.
Second biggest is 20 to 29 at 22.4%.
Okay. So probably 10 to 29 is a huge percentage. Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, not that big. So I mean, I guess he is right. And still, but the bigger demographic is think about it, 10 to 19, 25%. That's frying NyQuil chicken. That's kind of bad. Fuck them little motherfuckers, man. I'm savage.
I don't know. I just feel like unfortunately, with it when it comes to Gen Zs, there's not a healthy level of fear in parenting anymore. And there's no respect for elders or the elderly at all. Like, they think they the first ones going through this thing called life. They the first ones, they know it. And I'm sure we were the same way when we were 18, right? But I don't know. I still had a healthy level of fear of my parents. I'm definitely not wasting no chicken. Do I look crazy? Do I no, I'm not trying to explain what I did with the food that my mom worked hard to feed us with, especially when, when my parents got divorced, when she was the only one that's providing around here. How dare I, so I don't really think that people are raising their kids. I think they're just watching them until they get old enough to watch themselves, and then they can kind of take care of themselves. And that's why stuff like this happens, but I don't know. We need more. There should be just like we're God-fearing people. There should be a healthy level of fear with your kids and respect. But I just don't think that we have that anymore. Them kids don't give a fuck about what we have to say. So.
All right. Hey, Q, you want to add anything, or you good?
No, I spoke about it earlier. I think it's trivial that parents need to be more aware of what their kids are doing regarding electronics and all that. It's so much we can blame the kids, but parents need to be parents and stop being kids with their kids. So, but then again, I don't have kids, so